Hey folks, how y'all doing? This is Fat Guy Flies RC. We're going to take up the Vmar Vstick. It is the second time I have ever flown this plane. She's a balsam pine wood construction. Comes from the company called HeliDirect. Vmar is the brand. HeliDirect carries it, and they carry mainly turbine jets and helicopters, but they do have their line of Vmar or Checkmar planes, and this is their only plug and play. Everything else they sell in the planes are ARFs. So like I said, this is the second time that I've ever flown this plane. Not a rocket ship by any stretch of the imagination, but a good solid flying stick. And I gotta say, I'm impressed with her. She's on sale, I want to say, until the end of November here, 22, for $127 or $137. And like I said, that's plug and play. But unlike most plug and plays, you will have to provide your own propeller. She calls for a 10x6 propeller. And now I've got a 10x4.5 propeller. Didn't have a 10x6 in stock, so I'll probably order one, an APC prop on there. But I'm very impressed with this plane. For a little balsam pine plane, she lands and flies really well. And no, you don't need any glue at all, basically, for that one. I will tell you, the Achilles heel in this plane is the landing gear. It's very flimsy, and but there's a flimsy gear is a two-edged sword. Number one, you have to keep, rebending it and putting it back in shape, but it takes the impact, takes that kinetic energy from a less than stellar landing. So, and it kind of acts almost like a shock absorber. But, so, just depends on how you look at it. But this plane is, like I said, very easy to fly, very, very forgiving. And one nice thing, another nice thing, is you have a choice of how you want to mount the wings. You can mount the wings high, like I've got them, up level with the top of the fuselage, or you can mount them low at the very bottom in more of a sport type configuration. So, yeah. Good looking little plane. I love the I don't know the brand of coating that they put on, or ultra coat, monocoat, eco coat. I don't know what brand it is, but seems to be very good quality. Not a single dimple or place I had to take a heating iron or a heating gun to straighten out any of it. It was all nice and tight. Try not to look at the sun here. So, but yeah, my running a 2700 3S Hobby Star with a 35C discharge in her. That was a hard landing there. If you're wondering why I'm fishtailing, that's just a way of slowing your plane down when you're kind of running too fast on the runway. All right, still got 2 minutes, but for a basically under $150 kit or a PMP, not bad at all. I mean, you don't have to buy the latest FMS and e-flite planes to have a good flying experience. You can get some of these planes that are a little less well known. Vmar actually has been around, or Checkmar has been around for quite a long time, and I think they've all been kind of considered a cheaper brand of plane. But I have two. I have this one, and I have their little, what's that, L something bird dog, L39 bird dog, I really don't remember now. And a little reconnaissance high wing plane, and it flies great. Yeah, no problem doing touch and goes with this, or landing and goes. Yeah, like I say, I'm quite impressed. I want to say when the plane's not on sale, it's $167. But then again, for a plug and play, and all you got to provide is a propeller, and of course your own electronics. Well, when I say your own electronics, I'm saying your own receiver and battery. Your servos, your ESC, and everything are provided. However, another thing about this plane that is kind of like a huh type question you have, the ESC that comes with it actually shows, it says 2 to 3 cell, okay? And it actually has a picture of that plane, of that V-stick, on the ESC, so you know you got the right one. However, it's billed as being able to fly off of 4 cell also. Well, if the ESC doesn't say anything about that, I'm not gonna chance it and burn something up. And so I swapped it, and I'm not gonna fly it 4 cell, but I just like, and it was only I think it's a 20 amp ESC that comes with it. So I said, nah. I said, I'm gonna swap that out. I got an e-flite 40 amp ESC, and I'm running her on 3 cell only. And like I say, she's not no rocket ship. She's not going to be an aerobatic dream. But if you're looking for a nice alternative plane, and balsa, solid balsa implying construction plane, this might be what you want. There you go, folks. That's basically 4.5 minute flight. Motor's off. Okay, I'm running a Admiral Stability Plus receiver in their version of AS3X only. Motor's off. It's a good looking little plane. Motor course mounted outside, so it gets plenty of cooling. She is a top loader, big battery bay. Okay, this is where I have the 2700 3S. Comes with a battery strap, XT60 connector. There's where I've got the Admiral Stability Plus receiver right there in the belly, with the antennas going 90 degrees against each other, which you always want your antennas to be 90 degrees from each other if you have 2 of them. That maximizes your amount of signal coverage. So let's see what kind of, GB Linden likes to say on his website, let's see how much juice is left in the tank. I did put a little bit of Velcro in there to help secure my battery. Oh, well, I could fly for probably 10 more minutes. I got 80, I flew for basically 4.5 minutes. I still got 80% left on this battery. Okay, like I say, put yourself maybe a better ESC in there, or run with a stock one. I guess it'd be fine, but I've only ran it with a 40 amp, and get a little bit better landing gear on there. And she's a great kit. She's great the way she is also. So there you go, folks. This is Fat Guy Flies RC saying see you later. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and them planes. God bless y'all. Faith, family, and friends, folks. Faith, family, and friends. Bye-bye.